guys, this is Danny B. You're watching the Trash Stash. It's very early in the morning, so I gotta be quiet so I don't wake anyone up. But this is my top 20 for 2020 killer animal movies. The rules were that you can only choose one film per franchise. And this is all gonna be from my collection too, which I don't own a lot of killer animal movies. So there's a few classics that I don't own that are not gonna be on the list that would have totally made the list if I owned them. But since I don't own them, gotta leave them off. So it'll be an interesting list. Alright, coming up at number 20, we get Beetlejuice. And you might be thinking, like, Beetlejuice, what the hell? Well, believe it or not, there is a killer dog in this that kills the Maitlands, Barbara and Adam. First, it makes them crash off the edge of the bridge, and then they're like begging for their lives, and then it just jumps right off the board and sends them to their watery grave. I was struggling to make a top 20, so I put this one in there. Alright, coming up at number 19, another one, Halloween 3. And this is another one that probably would not have made my list, but I had to fill the 20 out. And this is because of the killer snakes that come out of the mask. It's an okay movie. It's not my favorite, but, it is what it is. Alright, coming up at number 18, we got Lake Placid. And this was okay. This is kind of like the Twister of animal movies to me. I had high hopes for this, but I don't know. I didn't like any of the characters really. The crocodile's pretty cool, or the alligator. I like the opening scene where he bites the guy in half. That's pretty cool. But yeah, and all the characters in this I couldn't really stand. I don't know. They just got on my nerves. Alright, coming up at number 17, we get Skeeter. This is a killer mosquito movie. This is very cheesy. It's very fake. And I think, don't get this confused, there's another movie called Mosquito. This is not Mosquito, this is Skeeter. Yeah, I don't know. This was okay. Coming up at number 16, we got Alligator 2. And this is about a giant alligator in the sewer. This is the sequel to the original. I don't own the original, I own this one, and this is not that good. But what's funny is there's a bum in this, and it's the guy that played the bum in Escape from New York, and I swear to God, he's wearing like the same clothes, and I almost thought it was footage from Escape from New York, but it's just the same actor, because the crocodile gets him, or the alligator gets him, but yeah, it's so bizarre to see that guy the guy that goes like, nice boots. He's down in this fucking sewer again in the same clothes. I swear to God, he's the same character. It's like a continuation of that guy's character. Coming up at number 15, we got Frogs. Frogs is a pretty goofy one. I think they're trying to go for the birds, but do it with frogs. And I saw this back when I was in high school, and I don't know, it just made me laugh. Frogs, number 15. Alright, coming up at number 14, we got Night of a Thousand Cats. And the cover of this movie is much better than the actual movie. This is about a guy that lives in a castle, and he flies around in his helicopter, and like 50 scenes in the movie, he's flying around in his helicopter, landing in women's backyards, getting their phone number, like landing his fucking helicopter in their backyard, then asking for their phone number. Then he brings them back to his castle and throws them in a cage with 1,000 cats in it. And yes, they are real cats. It's about 1,000 of them in an actual cage. It's a very weird movie. I think this is from Mexico. I think this is a Mexican horror movie. But yeah, this is a bizarre one. Night of a Thousand Cats. Alright, coming up at number 13, we got The Nest. It's a killer cockroach movie. They're not that size in the movie. I can't remember if they get big in the end, but for the most part, they're regular cockroach size, and it's a pretty gory movie. This was produced by Roger Corman's wife, I think, Julie Corman. All right, coming up at number 12, we got Monkey Shines. This is by George A. Romero. This is about a guy that gets paralyzed, and then he's depressed until he gets a helper monkey. but then the monkey turns evil, and then it becomes a war between him and the monkey. Yeah, it's been a long time since I watched this one, but I remember liking it. Alright, coming up at number 11 is Snakes on a Plane. And I guess I have the full screen version in there. This is a lot of fun. I saw this when it came out in theaters, and I was looking forward to it the whole summer, just to see Samuel L. Jackson cussing at snakes. I don't know. The entire plane is getting attacked by snakes, and like the airline guy takes a snake and puts it in the microwave, and then like starts going like, "Take that, you bitch," or something. It's like, yeah, you got one of them. Coming up at number 10, we got Phenomena. And this is mostly a bug movie, but there is a killer monkey in it, and that's why I'm including it. The bugs I don't think actually kill anyone, but the monkey does. So yeah, this would be higher on my list if it was a full animal movie, but it's got a ton of other stuff going on. That's number 10, Phenomena. Alright, coming up at number 9, we got Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. This is written by George Romero. I think it's directed by someone else. But I'm including this because it has the Killer Cat segment, which is an awesome segment, probably the best segment in the movie. I think it's like that Edgar Allan Poe story, The Black Cat. But it's got that guy, William Hickey, who was the guy from Christmas Vacation. Alright, coming up at number 8, we got Carnosaur 2. And I consider dinosaurs animals, but I'm only going to include one in my list. But yeah, this movie's pretty goofy. This is a total ripoff of, you would think it'd be a ripoff of Jurassic Park. It's actually a ripoff of Aliens. And what it is these soldiers go to Area 51, and they think they're there just to take out some dinosaurs. And then what it really is that the dinosaurs are chewing through wires of nuclear weapons. So they have to stop the dinosaurs before the dinosaurs set off all the nuclear weapons and blow up the world. This movie's hilarious. This is my favorite one in the franchise. Yeah, Carnosaur 2. Alright, coming up at number 7, we got Anaconda. This came out around the same time as Lake Placid, maybe a year before or something. And I like this one a lot better. This has Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez and Eric Stoltz and Jon Voight and Danny Trejo. I think the snake is a combination of CGI and practical effects, but it still looks very cool. Yeah, and what cracks me up is that Ice Cube is pretty much playing himself. So it's like actually like Ice Cube versus a big snake. I don't know. Coming up at number 6, we got Rise of the Planet of the Apes. You got all the apes attacking San Francisco towards the end of the movie. And it's just an awesome scene. Alright, coming up at number 5, we got Jaws. And this movie is, obviously a classic. And the scene where the guy gets bit in half always used to freak me out, kind of. And also the scene where they're like down on the boat and you see the head floating around. Very creepy. This might actually be my favorite Steven Spielberg movie. Alright, coming up at number 4, we got another George A. Romero movie. And that is Creepshow. And this actually has 2 animal segments if you include that giant, the giant monster in the cage. But I'm including it for the cockroaches. The cockroach scene is so creepy and so much fun. And that guy totally deserved it because he was a jerk. Coming up at number 3, we got the Willard remake. And Crispin Glover is great in this movie, and then it's got Arlie Ermey. And then the rats are so creepy. There's a scene where the rats all gang up and eat a cat. And rats in general just creep me out. Yeah, this movie's just totally gross, but it's a lot of fun. I saw this in theaters with my whole family, and then we were just cracking up the whole movie. We didn't know what to expect, and it was just hilarious. Like, he's running around with the rats going like, tear it, tear it. Alright, coming up at number 2, we got The Grey. And this is Liam Neeson trapped in, I think it's Alaska or maybe Antarctica. But his plane crashes with a bunch of other people. They're being stalked by wolves. But yeah, this movie's badass. This is The Grey. Coming up at number 1, we got Piranha 3D. And I don't have the 3D version, so it's just Piranha. But this is the remake of the old Piranha. And this movie blew my fucking mind. And for some reason, this movie pays more homage to Dead Alive than like to Jaws or anything. It's got like 3 fucking nods to Dead Alive or something. But yeah, this movie is so much fun. This is exactly what I want out of a killer animal movie. It's just completely crazy. This is pure fucking piranha mayhem. Like it's insane how gory and how crazy it is at the same time. And then on top of that, you got like a ton of like gratuitous boobs and stuff in there. It's just awesome, and Elizabeth Shue is great in this. But yeah, I saw this expecting it to be like just like a basic sci-fi movie, but they went like way overboard with the gore. It's crazy. So that's number 1, Piranha 3D. Alright, you guys, this is Danny B. You're watching The Trash Dish. But yeah, let me know what you think of those. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.